Hello, welcome to Korea Day 8. So today we were actually up quite early, however we didn't have breakfast at home because we were heading to the temple. Now this was the most times that we needed to transfer ever for the metro in Korea, so just saying, it was pretty far from Hapjeong where we were. And this is the name of the temple. I'm not even gonna try to even attempt to pronounce that, so you get it. Now, when temple was first mentioned, I did not think this. It was absolutely gorgeous. However, out of respect for the locals and people present, I made sure not to include any footage of gods or deity statues, anything like that. So now moving on to the main course of today. Starfield Library. So on our way there, we actually passed by the Gangnam statue, which I thought was quite funny, but I didn't want a photo. Starfield Library is one of the most famous places in Seoul. However, it really is just a library. Most of the people there were there for photos and then kind of left. And we were all kind of standing around, so it was quite hilarious actually. And I realized that everybody was here for the same thing. Next up was food. So we walked over to this food street nearby Starfield Library, and I must say, really good offerings. There were a lot of options, but I set my sights on this dumpling because I don't know, it just looked good at the moment. So after eating, we did more walking and we got coffee at this place called Champ Coffee. So I got a Gangnam latte, which I'm assuming is just an ice white with sugar because it was really good. After that, we made our way to Kwangjang Market, which is located near Iljiro, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Look at this view, and there were ducks. So cute! The weather was perfect to get something hot to eat. However, I got distracted quick and was in a shop buying tidbits for friends and family back home. But after that, we really got down to business. So Kwangjang Market is basically a traditional Korean market selling food, products, everything under the sun, even pots and pans. So I gotta set the vibe a little bit. Can you imagine I was walking through aisles and aisles of Korean food, lovely aromas in 10-degree weather. It was just straight vibe. So my family actually bought this dragon beard candy, which was so good, as well as this cinnamon sugar donuts. So after making our rounds around Kwangjang Market, I settled on a meat pancake. It just looked really good. So if you can't tell by the smug look on my face, it was really good and life was at its peak. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the view just outside Kwangjang Market during sunset? It was so dreamy. So next up was dinner, and we actually headed to the mall nearby our Airbnb to do something very touristy. You'll see in a minute. So after picking up some stuff from Uniqlo, because I was in need of some new basics, so my mom was actually on the hunt for this unique Korean coffee that's packed like a pyramid, and we actually found it here. So the touristy thing I mentioned earlier was this, the ramen machine. I refuse to believe that I'm the only one getting TikToks on my FYP telling me to eat ramen by the Han River, because I've gotten a lot of those, but I could not imagine how hectic eating at the Han River would be compared to a little quaint convenience store like